You have applied to 100 jobs. You have followed up on most of them. You have heard back from almost none. You are not imagining this, and it is not just you. The job search has quietly become a battle between AI systems, and most students are losing without understanding why. Companies now use AI to screen hundreds of applications before a human ever opens a single one. In response, job seekers use AI to apply to hundreds of postings as fast as they possibly can. Both sides moving faster does not create more signal. It creates more noise. And somewhere in that noise, genuinely qualified candidates are disappearing without a trace. The students breaking through right now are not avoiding AI. They are using it more carefully than everyone applying on autopilot. Here is why the old resume advice does not work anymore. One solid resume, tailored occasionally, sent everywhere, that was already a weak strategy before AI changed the game. Now it is actively counterproductive. Applicant tracking systems scan resumes for keyword alignment with a specific job posting before a recruiter ever opens the file. A generic resume that does not mirror the language of a specific role can be filtered out automatically, regardless of how qualified you actually are. At the same time, recruiters are now very good at spotting resumes that were clearly generated by AI with zero personal touch. Generic achievement language, suspiciously perfect structure, bullet points that could describe anyone in the role. A resume that looks too obviously AI generated has become its own kind of red flag. The answer threads between both failure modes. AI-assisted speed and keyword alignment, with your specific experience and your real voice kept firmly in the driver's seat. Tools like Teal compare your resume directly against a specific job posting and surface exactly where the gap is. Keywords the listing uses that your resume does not. Skills you have that you never thought to mention. Phrasing that would more closely match what the system is scanning for. But here is the part that matters more than which tool you use. AI-generated bullet points are strong first drafts. They are not finished products. They all sound like everyone else's AI-generated bullet points if you submit them unedited. Improved team efficiency is what AI gives you by default. Cut onboarding time from 3 weeks to 8 days by building a shared documentation wiki is what you turn it into in 30 extra seconds. That is the line a recruiter actually notices. Your resume gets you past the initial filter. Your LinkedIn profile is often where a recruiter decides whether to reach out, especially for entry-level and internship roles. Use AI to draft a headline and about section based on your real experience and goals. Then edit it until it sounds like you on a good day, not a corporate press release. The same rule applies here. AI gives you structure and momentum, your specificity makes it memorable. One of the most underused applications of AI in the entire job search is voice mode interview practice. Tools like ChatGPT now let you run a fully spoken mock interview. You give it the real job description, tell it to play the role of a hiring manager for that specific role, and you answer out loud the way you actually would in the room. Most people discover, the first time they hear their own interview answers spoken back, that they ramble, lose the thread, or rely on filler words far more than they realized. Running this 2 or 3 times before a real interview closes a significant amount of the gap that costs qualified students opportunities they were ready for. On cover letters, there is a clear irony. You are using AI to sound more human, not less. Certain phrases have become so common in AI-generated cover letters that any recruiter who reads them daily recognizes them instantly. Let AI handle the structure and a first draft. Then replace every generic sentence with something only you could have written. A specific reason you want this company, a project from your background that connects directly to their work, one sentence that sounds like your actual voice. A short cover letter with 3 true, specific sentences beats a long, polished one that could have been sent to any company in the industry. Here is the 30-day sequence that actually moves the needle. Week 1, build a strong master resume and run it against 3 real postings you actually want. Week 2, rebuild your LinkedIn and apply to 5 to 8 genuinely well-matched roles instead of 50 loosely matched ones. Week 3, run at least 2 voice mode mock interviews for roles you have applied to, using the real job descriptions. Week 4, follow up on everything from the previous weeks and keep the pace steady. The search compounds as you go. Your tailoring gets faster, your interview answers get sharper, and your instinct for which roles to target improves with every cycle. This is part of a 5-video series on AI for students. The rest are linked below, covering essay writing, the complete study system, math and science tutors, and the research assistant guide. Subscribe so you catch all of them. Drop a comment, What is the most generic cover letter line you have ever seen? I genuinely want to read them.